Why I became an English teacher and an English hacker. Hi everyone, my name is Braden Chase, and it is wonderful to be with you guys tonight. I have a bit of a story that is kind of important for me, and I hope it's important for you. And this has to do with kind of why I'm here, right? And why do I do these videos, and why do I teach English, and what am I doing? So, hello Thomas, nice to see you tonight. So some of you know, right? My wife is Brazilian. We actually met in Brazil. Hi, Michael. And living in Brazil, I learned Portuguese down in Brazil. And then I came home and we kind of, phone dated. We got engaged on the phone, right? Long distance. And she came up here to the United States and we got married. And presente, very good. She didn't speak English when she first came up. And I'm like, that's okay, right? People can come up. We don't know. She can learn, right? That's all you really need to do, right? Just come to the country and then you'll learn everything, right? That's what the teachers tell us, right? That's what the books tell us and the experts and stuff. So, good to see you, Thomas. And so I'm like, that's okay. She comes up, she spends like the first month or 2 months here in the United States and she's kind of learning a little bit, but not really. And I'm like, it's okay. It's the beginning. It's okay. So we wait. And then about 6 months goes by and she's still not really understanding. 8 months goes by. She still doesn't understand. Hey, Hene. Nice to see you tonight. And keep waiting and keep waiting. And a year goes by and we are going to family activities and she still can't understand. I'm still interpreting and translating in all of these different situations. And I'm working on these things and I'm like, oh, well, you need to go to some English classes. Oh, and you need to go do this thing. And she tries that, right? We go to English classes. Doesn't really work very well. We get some English videos. We try that. It doesn't really work very well. I tried to teach her and that didn't work well at all, right? Don't do that. And husbands and wives, right, are not parent-teacher, right? Or teacher-student. That's not a good relationship to mix up. And so that didn't work out. And then I'm like, well, let's just keep waiting. Maybe you'll figure it out later. And that just completely didn't work. It just didn't work. Went through 2 years, 3 years, and I'm watching my wife, my wonderful, beautiful, kind, sweet wife, become depressed and sad and frustrated and quiet and unhappy and angry throughout this time. And it was very, very hard on me as the husband. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to teach, right? I'm trying to do these things to help out, and it just doesn't matter. Whatever I do is wrong. I can't help, and I don't know what's going on. And then, pois that's exactly right. We don't have saints around here. I'm not sure how to say that in English. He's asking me a question about how to do that. That is a good question. Santo de casa não faz milagres. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that one for a second. Give me a second. But anyway, so the story is, right, I can't figure out what's going on. And we kind of hit this wall. We hit a pretty big situation. At one point, we finally decided, let's just move back to Brazil. And because at least they speak Portuguese there and we can have friends and we can talk again. Because I speak Portuguese, right? So that'd be easier. And we did that, and that actually kind of helped a little bit. With just being happy, right, and family relationship and stuff like that was just better. But we had to come back here for health reasons for my son and different things. So we came back and we're back here, and again the English wall hits, right? We can't get through this. And I remember sitting there as the husband going, what can I do? We've tried classes, we've tried books, we tried videos, we tried movies, we tried TV shows, we tried this, we tried that, we tried all these different things, and nothing worked. What do we do now? And it like just kind of hit me, and I had to say, okay, I have to teach. Hi, Luciani. I have to teach her. I have to figure this out. I have to be the one to help. Because I already tried to find other people. Doctor Who was a part of it. I had to find a way to help in some way and to teach. And how am I going to do that? And so I sat down and I started going to school and I started reading and I started researching about being an English teacher. How do I explain this grammar thing? I said it this way. Why? I used that word. Why did I use that word? I said it with this intonation. Why? Right? How do I answer these questions? And it took me a lot of years, right? Teaching a language is not an easy thing to do. But I sat down and I realized I have to be the teacher. I have to figure this out. So I sat down and I learned over a long period of time. And one of the things that I started doing was watching with my wife something called Doctor Who, which is almost always a good idea. Doctor Who is awesome for learning English, by the way. Chuck is also a wonderful one. That was a great one that we watched. We watched Chuck many, many, many times, and it's wonderful. And as we learned, I started watching my wife kind of come back alive and starting to learn again. And we would, we'd watch Chuck or we'd watch Doctor Who, and she'd ask a question. Why about this? And I'd be able to answer. And I'm like, yes, I can do this. And then I could, it was just, I knew what to say finally. I knew how to help finally. And I started watching her come back alive, and it was just this great, wonderful thing. And we were moving along and we're making some progress. And then I kind of just hit this another kind of conflict. I'm like, okay, so what do? I have a choice now. I've helped my wife. She has grown. Hi, Christina. She has grown. She has learned, and she is capable now. How do we do this? What do I do now? And I had a choice. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I took care of my wife like I was supposed to do. I'm done. Okay, I'm going to move on and do something else. Or do I share all of this with other people? Do I come and share these things with the rest of the world? So a lot of people in the world, for some people, going into the classroom, listening to the teacher works very well. Listen to the teacher, do my homework and leave, and everything's okay, right? But for most people, I would say billions of people, that method does not work. And you need a different system. And that's what we started figuring out. And that's what Luciani and I, my wife and I, she's on here, right, commenting here. That's what we learned together how to do. How to learn English without the classroom. How to understand English without the teachers, without the books, without these things. How to learn and know and be proficient and be capable without all of those tools. Okay? How do we do that? That's what I call English hacking. That's why I use that word, right? Because we are hacking English. English has rules and structures and grammar and vocabulary and all these different things. And no! I'm going to break through that. I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to understand it my way, your way, our way, and we're going to win that way. That is what it means to be an English hacker. To see something, to break it apart, and to understand it our way, for us. Okay? That is how we learn this, and that's why I am an English hacker, my wife is an English hacker, and you guys are English hackers too. Okay? Let's do this together, right? We can step forward and learn and master English in all sorts of different ways and everything that we need together, right? So I build courses, I build videos, that's what these videos are for. I've got a YouTube channel and all of these different things, and they're all designed to help you hack through English, right? To help you achieve without all of the stress and the books and the issues and all those different things that are going on, okay? So if that is something that is interesting to you, because it's very interesting to me, I want to help you, right? To help you learn English without going to a school and paying those incredible fees and all that money that they spend to then spend years waiting to get into any kind of level of proficiency. There's a faster way, there's a better way, there's an easier way, and that is what we do, right? Hi, William. Hi, Jose. Nice to see you tonight. So let's do it, right? Let's do this together. We can do it together. You can do it, right? You can hack English. And something that I've kind of started saying to some of my other students, right? Those limits that you run into. Oh, I don't understand this. I don't know how this works, right? All it takes is just one hack, one thing, and you'll break through and you'll understand. One piece. You are just one hack away from actually being proficient in English. Okay? So keep working, keep going. You can do this. I know the way, my wife knows the way, we know the way. It can be done, you can do it, and we can do it together. Okay? If you like this, guys, thank you very much. I loved talking to you guys. If you have any questions, post under here in the comments. I'd love to answer them. And keep watching. Like I said, there will be some updates here in a little bit. Hey, Kwan. And as those things are changed and implemented, right, I'll be sure and tell everybody what's going on. Have a wonderful night. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm on Spotify and Google Podcasts and a couple other places too. So you're very welcome. Have a wonderful night, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.